Now, let's play an imagination game. What if the Messiah were to show up today? The way many people, almost the childhood uh, fantasy, Mashiach just shows up. He's going to show up riding on a cloud and on a donkey, and that's it. So he's here now. How do you think the people in charge will behave? How will the prime minister and the minister of defense and all the other Knesset members? How will the Supreme Court and everyone else take that? How will our enemies take it? How will by enemies? Sorry, I'm not specific enough. We have enemies within and we have enemies without. So I'll be much more specific. How will the government bodies take it? How will foreign, by that I mean Gentile kings take it? Whatever it is, they could call themselves kings, president, prime minister. I don't care what they call them. That's what the sages would have called them. How will the Amalekites take it? How will the rest of Gog's confederation take it? Those are those Gentile nations that rise up in union against the people of Israel. How will they react to this Messiah coming? Obviously, let's just start here. There are many people, even among our common folk, who will not accept the Messiah if he doesn't just fit their preconceived notions of Messiah. And definitely the people in charge are not going to cede power to him. We're not going to hear Netanyahu get up tomorrow and give a good speech. By the way, he's excellent giving speeches because that's all he does is talk. He's not going to just say, I'm ceding power and now we're going to usher in a messianic era where we're going to have a different court system. We're only going to have Batei Din based on the Sanhedrin. They're not going to allow for it. You know that no one will accept the Messiah in our day and age. So what are we praying for? It must be that the Messiah's advent will have to follow or accompany, I think maybe a little bit of both, some sort of revolutionary paradigm shift in how we think of things. The Jewish people have to be ready for an entirely different system of government. And in order for those to happen, we have to be ready for it to happen. We have to be willing to say, you know what, I'm done participating in this current system, which is just harming us. And instead, we have to get used to something else, something that we've been looking forward to. And we have to understand what that something else is. And by the way, that something else, of course, would entail a judicial reform, which many Jews have said openly, many from Jews have said openly they don't want such a thing. They had a chance for such a thing. And even though whatever was planned was definitely not what the halacha demands, certainly it wasn't, the fact is they were not prepared for any change. They didn't say it's not because of halacha, just they were actually happy with the system. Any Jewish person who says, yes, I defended the way the Supreme Court is going, the whole system right now, and we have to stand up to protect that at all costs, is not in touch with Judaism. It's like any other movement. You cannot have. They said I shouldn't mention this type of thing was a spoof movement, but it's like they used to say there was a reform congregation in America that had their Yom Kippur luncheon. That's not Judaism. It doesn't work. You can't have a kiddush. It's certainly not. You can't have chazer treif at a kiddush on Yom Kippur and claim to be Judaism. You cannot claim to be pro all sorts of explicit sins in the Torah and claim to be Judaism. So too, you cannot say that you're 100% a fan of the current legal system, if you can call it that. I don't think it's legal. I certainly don't think it's a justice system because it's unjust. But you can't be afraid of whatever they call themselves because it gets in the way of what the Torah demands. It's just not it.